All right, welcome back to your brand new video. Today we are going to be talking about some DoorDash horror stories or just some DoorDash stories in general. I've had my fair share of horror stories when it comes to DoorDash, and yesterday I actually went out and dashed a little bit. This this is the DoorDash community Reddit. So the first thing I see is let my friend use my car last night. It looks like I'm not going to be door dashing again anytime soon, which sucks. This has been my only source of income for 3 months. Their buddy totaled their car. Is there more pictures? Holy fuck. Dude, how did you do that? What the fuck did you do? Okay. First off, why are you letting your friend use your car? Um, I'm sorry, like I love my friends, I love my best friends and all that shit, but I don't think I would ever let them use my car, because this shit could happen. This person, oh my gosh, I would be so mad. What do the comments say? They say, "Babe, pizza's here." Oh my gosh, door to door delivery. Actually, though, man, that is crazy. Let's see, what else do we got here? We have another one. It says this is actually a text message with a customer. It says the ball was in their court. They made their move. I made mine. They said that's not the right address. I should read in their voice. That's not the right address. I took it to the address in the app. You're saying you put it in the incorrect. You're saying you put in the incorrect address. I changed the address, but I guess it didn't save. It's not supposed to be a Cracker Barrel. Okay. For customers who are unaware, as soon as you submit that DoorDash order and we get it, we have to go to that location. Because if we decide to go to the address that you claim is the right address, it won't let us actually follow through with the delivery steps of taking a picture, letting DoorDash know, like, hey, we made it to the exact location you gave us. Okay? You can't tell us, oh, this is the right address, because it won't let us do it. It won't let us actually submit the order to you. We actually have to go to that Cracker Barrel address, then take the picture and leave the item there. You know what I mean? There's some DoorDash drivers that will risk it. They will go to the Cracker Barrel, take a picture of the item wherever it is at the restaurant, and then drive to the right location and then give it to the customer. That could just lead to contract violations, because there are sneaky customers out there who actually contact support and be like, hey, I was supposed to get my order and I never got my order. And then DoorDash will issue you a contract violation. I've seen that happen plenty of times to different YouTubers who actually do DoorDash. So it's just something to be very wary about. Customers out there, make sure that your address is correct. And make sure you put it in your instructions. This is something that really pisses me off. Oh my gosh, I did not expect this to be something that makes me mad. If you are a customer and you live in an apartment, list your apartment number. Okay? List your apartment number. If you don't do that and you just simply list your apartment, you're gonna cause your dasher to be very pissed off by the time they get to your door. It's so annoying to me. Let's see. From yesterday, insisted when I show up that he meant what I said and that I am a true hero for doing this today. What? Hi, my name is blank and I'm your dasher. Currently, I'm in the drive-thru about to pick up your order. The lobby is closed today. I'll send you an ETA when I'm on my way. Sounds good, buddy. You're a true hero today. I do my best. I always love it when customers do this sort of stuff, because in my area, a lot of the stuff is late. A lot of the stuff when I get there, I don't know if because I drive like a speed demon or something like that or whatever, but I try to get to the restaurant as fast as I possibly can. But while doing the speed limit, sometimes. But usually when I get there, the food's not ready, and I have to wait a long time. So always when I get there and I see that the food isn't ready, I take out my phone and I message the customer. I actually have like a pre-drafted text message on my notes that says essentially like, hello, this is your dasher. Sorry, there's a slight delay. Be there as soon as I can, or something like that. So, actually didn't see this top one. This is actually the very first one. Oh, this seems like a really good story. Okay. Thanks to DoorDash, I no longer live in a tent. I was living in a tent for about a year, couldn't get a job, thought this Thought that was my new life. Was on my last month for phone service before it was going to be shut off. I didn't even know what Doordash was. My pal had just hurt his leg bad and said I could use his bike for errands and such. When I was at Wendy's, this young man told me that if I need money, I should try Doordash. So he helped me sign up, and I was dashing that day with the bike. Fast forward 6 months, I may not have a home, but I bought a car. Dude, awesome. Which I live in and use for Doordash and can afford all the basic necessities. Thank you again, Doordash. I love stories like this, man. I'm very happy that this dude was able to find success on Doordash and even buy himself a car. That's awesome, dude. And yeah, bike is also an option. If you want to ride a bike and do Doordash or any of these delivery service apps, you can. And I believe that there's no like requirements either. Like if you want to drive with your car, you have to have at least, I believe, a year's worth of driver's experience, and a car that is newer than 1997, I believe. And they'll obviously run a background check and run everything and make sure that you'll be able to drive for them. But for a bike, it's a lot more simpler and you're not wasting gas. So a bike is definitely a good option. It's just in my area, riding a bike is not possible. For me anyway, it'd be way too much work to do that. I'm glad I have a car. But I'm happy for that guy though. He got a vehicle he can sleep in that's gonna be warm. You know, if he lives in like the colder areas, like I'm very happy for that guy. That's actually a really awesome story. Dasher ghosted me after I gave him a $20 tip. I ordered some food and the restaurant was kind of far away, so I applied a $20 tip to make it worth the Dasher's time. Very nice of you. I get a notification and my food was delivered, but there was no picture like most Dashers send. Right. I go to check and my food was not there, so I texted my Dasher and no response. So I then called and it rang 3 times, then went to voicemail. I left a message, but he never called back. After giving him 15 to 20 minutes to respond, I contacted support and got a refund. This is the only time I've ever rated someone a 1-star, and it's mostly because I was just ignored and not provided a picture of any proof of delivery. So, I don't know if the story is real, but obviously I'm going to go ahead and go off on a limb here and say it is, so they took the time to write a nice organized Reddit message. But yeah, to that Dasher, man, how are you just gonna totally ignore this customer and not bring them their food, especially when they gave you a $20 tip? So that's a $20 tip plus your base pay, so you're probably making $22.50 for this whole entire trip. Now I don't know how long the mileage is. They did say that they said here that it was kind of far away, so I applied a $20 tip. If I had to guess, it was probably maybe a 10-12 mile drive. So that was definitely worth your time for a $20 tip plus base pay. So that's definitely fucked up, man. That's, at least they got a refund. I hate when no tippers find their way in a double order. Don't you hate when a no tipper ends up in a multiple order pickup? I swear, DoorDash puts them together because no one will pick them up on their own. Yeah. I wish I could just return their order, because if they can't tip, they shouldn't be ordering food from DoorDash anyway. Wish to showed you what each item was worth. There's pros and cons when you think about it like that. Like, in terms of no tip orders, that is definitely fucked up. If you are someone who doesn't tip, you need to reevaluate some stuff. You shouldn't be having people deliver to you then, because we are not using business vehicles. We're not using DoorDash business vehicles. We are using our own vehicles. We are putting our own wear and tear on our vehicles to bring food to you, or groceries or items. We're bringing that to you. Okay, so for you to not tip is extremely aggravating. It's very annoying. The cool part about DoorDash though, they will actually, if you get like a $3.50 order or a $4.50 order, chances are they didn't tip anything. They tipped you nothing. So that's an automatic decline. You know what I mean? Unless it's like 1 mile away or 2 miles away, then you might think about taking it. But most of the time you're like, nah, I'm not taking that. That's garbage. So I usually decline those. Yeah, I noticed that too. DoorDash will actually stack orders. If you guys don't know what stack orders are, they essentially put 2 orders into one delivery. So you deliver to one location, then you go to the other location, you drop off their food. So, or it could be even longer than that. Sometimes stack deliveries are long. Yeah, I actually have gotten a couple of stack orders. I actually got a couple yesterday. Annoying story about that I might talk about. They've been pretty good so far to me, the stack orders, besides yesterday. Let's see. Advice. Is it worth the hassle? Oh, that's kind of vague. My wife and I are both teachers, and due to some I can't fucking read. I just woke up. Give me some slack. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, we are currently struggling to make ends meet and need something to supplement our income for a few months. Is DoorDash worth the wear and tear on your car? Any advice would be helpful. Thanks in advance. It depends on how new your vehicle is. It depends on how good your vehicle is on gas. And you have to have a bunch of patience for this job. Because there's a lot of things you have to really think about. One, you have to deal with customers. Sometimes you have to deal with DoorDash support. Sometimes you have to deal with shady people on the road who cannot fucking drive and cut you off. In my area, that happens way too much, to be honest with you. Oh my gosh, the amount of times I've been cut off is just crazy. But yeah, those are some things to think about. Patience is very key. Sometimes you are going to get bad customers, long wait times at drive-thrus or in the lobby. You're going to experience that all. Sometimes you're going to have to grocery shop if you think it's a really good order, so you take it. Sometimes you have to grocery shop for these people, and sometimes they don't have that item, so you have to contact support, and sometimes they cancel it and give you half pay. It's awesome. So there's a lot of things you have to think about when you're doing DoorDash, but in a nutshell, do I recommend someone to do DoorDash? Yes. Like I said, try it for a few days. If you don't like it, don't do it. It's not like DoorDash is going to force you to do orders. You work on your own time. You make your own schedule. They don't make a schedule for you. You are basically an independent contractor. You do what you want to do. Okay, so if you don't want to do DoorDash anymore, don't do it. Okay, they're not going to do anything to you. I promise. But another thing I forgot to mention was, fuck, I forgot what it was. No, it was something really good that I forgot already. It helps a lot. Oh, it's so frustrating. Whatever. It'll probably come to me in a few seconds, but I forgot already. Anyway. Oh yeah, see down here. If you're worried about your market. Thank you. Your market is also very important. So sometimes people have bigger markets than other people, of course. So if you live in like the LA area, you probably have a bigger market than someone who, say, lives in the rural parts of, I don't know, Ohio, or the rural parts of Wisconsin, right? You're going to get a lot more orders in LA because there's a lot more people in there and they're a lot more tightly knit and close together. Same thing with like Las Vegas or something like that. So you have to really think about what your market is going to be like too. Sometimes people have smaller markets that don't make as much, so you have to go out longer to make a good amount of money. Some people have bigger markets to where they can go out at really any time and make a good amount of money and then go back home. I see here that someone was talking about if you're worried about wear and tear at all, you should do Instacart. Less mileage and much more relaxing. 10 times harder to work, of course. And someone's asking, oh, what's Instacart? So Instacart is basically essentially another delivery service. When you are doing Instacart, you are grocery shopping for your customer. So you're actually getting out of your car, going to the grocery store. There's one reason why I don't like Instacart, and I actually will show it to you guys right now. This is going to be a long video, but I actually love talking about this stuff. I've been wanting to make a video on this for so long, and I actually sat down and took the time to do it right now. I'm going to see if I get something on Instacart. So here is, I'm going to take a screenshot. I just took a screenshot of this order right here. It's for 36 items going 6.1 miles, but that's not accurate. That's what I don't like about Instacart. They're not very transparent about how much you're going to be driving. Okay, so as you can see on the map, on the map of my phone, I'm going to try to blur this stuff out so you guys can't find where I live. But that blue dot is obviously me, and the 3 houses and the Smiths, okay, that the mileage that says 6.1 miles, that's 6.1 miles from the Smiths to everybody's house. That's 6.1 miles. It doesn't take into account your starting location. So the time it's going to take you to drive from your current location to Smiths, they don't take that into consideration for your mileage. So that's probably an extra 5 or 6 miles possibly to get to the Smiths. So it's probably 12 miles total. So honestly, for this order, that's actually not bad. So it's $20.65. I'd probably take this order, but most of the orders on Instacart are just plain bad. But yeah, this is going to end the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this somewhat. It was a little bit informative. Try to be a little bit funny with it. This picture is probably going to be the thumbnail, the one of the car literally at a, what is that? What type of angle is that? I don't know, man, but it's just nose down. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the video here. If you guys want to actually have a like ride along video with me. Like actually I'll take you a day in the life of a dasher, and actually set the camera up in my car. You guys can do some orders with me. If you guys are actually interested in that, let me know. It's actually the main reason why I bought this mic, but I like the mic so much I've been using it in my own room. I haven't been using my old mic anymore, so it's a lot more fun. It's a little bit of a change for me to use a different microphone. But yeah, if you guys like the video, please let me know. And if you guys haven't already, subscribe. All right, subscribe. This is my year, man. I'm telling you, this is my year. This is my year. All right. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.